Hey, art nerds, we are going to be talking about texture. Now, when we talk about texture in art, we're kind of referring to two different types of texture. We have real texture and we have implied texture. Now, when we're talking about real texture, we mean texture that you actually can feel, like this shell, okay? Bumpy, okay? The bristles on this brush, like prickly, however you spell prickly. And then we have this weird balloon dog, shiny, smooth, okay? I can actually touch these items and I can feel the texture that they have, okay? It's the sensation that I feel when I touch an item. That's its texture, okay? However, when you're doing something like a painting or a drawing, you cannot have real texture. Like if I was painting this hairbrush or if I was painting this balloon dog, it's not actually going to be a balloon dog on my painting. It is going to be me trying to recreate, okay, that texture. Recreate. Not real. Okay? Real. So the big thing with implied textures, you're trying to mimic or recreate these textures. Like, what is bumpy look like? Okay? You know, is there, some way that I'd be playing around with the lines that I use, or if I add value to make it look bumpy, or if I want to look prickly, is there something that I'm going to do to make it look like it has prickles all over it? Or if it's shiny, okay, is there some way that I can recreate like the light shining on something and making it look like a round surface? What can I do to make it look shiny and smooth? And a lot of that has to do with value, which is why we've talked about value before, and how having value can help emphasize your lines and trying to recreate those textures, okay? Add some more in there. Especially when something is smooth, okay? You want to make sure that however you're filling it in with color or value is also smooth. Now, in your exercise, okay, it refers to those actual implied textures. So what you need to do is you need to find or identify some sort of object that has an interesting texture. So for example, okay, I got this hairbrush here, okay, that I'm looking at, okay? Brush, okay? That is an actual texture, something that I can actually feel. Now I want you to draw something as similar as you can. And the best thing to do is, if you're not super good like I am at, making up textures, you can actually just look up drawn textures and try to find what matches the best, because it helps you simplify with your lines and values how to recreate these different types of textures. So you have 5 different objects that you're going to be identifying, okay? And then 5 different types of textures that you're going to be drawing there. So that's basically all you need to know. And if you have questions, please ask.